Hi, good morning. It's Tuesday the 15th. I have Mabin in my hands down here because she is being needy. I slept like absolute crap last night. Not that my body was hurting any more than usual or I had any more anxiety than usual. It was because there was a wild creature underneath my floor scratching and running back and forth, and this is something that we've dealt with ever since we moved here. But in the last year, actually the last 2 years, it was just in the winter. Now it's all year long, and whatever it is, sometimes when it gets really close to the vent openings where the heat's supposed to come through, it hisses. That's why I have like heavy boards on top of all the vents, because if it's a raccoon, I don't want it coming in my house. I don't want it injuring my cats. And when it does do that, all three girls, even Mabin, who is the most fearless of creatures when it comes to protecting the family she loves, jump on the bed with me. And I don't blame them, because I want to jump in somebody else's bed when I hear this thing. I do know that we have a really, really large raccoon out here someplace. I call it the mama raccoon because it's the biggest raccoon I've ever seen. We have, my parents have been capturing raccoons, but there's one in particular that's really smart and knows how to get the food out without setting out the trap. So, I guess, that's the way the monkey flies with that. I did hear back from the woman who owns the apartment building that I'm hoping to move into. I know I'm going to move into these. I know I'm going to move. You know, it's going to happen. I will will this to happen. I can't have all my cats there, which is wonderful. And then it dawned on me that about 3.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, we had an opportunity to manage this building. We would get I think like $300 off our rent, and it was very little work. It wasn't like, every day we were going to have to be doing something with this building. Basically, it was collect the rent, show the apartments, and cut the lawn. And I thought it was a great opportunity to live closer to my daughter because it's only just a few blocks away. It's in a town that's got, I think, maybe 6,000 people in it. It actually has far better amenities as far as hospital, schools, not that schools actually matter, medical buildings, doctors, and it's on the 67 corridor, which means that food and gas are actually a little bit cheaper because they don't have to come another 18-20 miles into the sticks, which, when I say food is cheaper, here's a strange little fact. A head of lettuce here, and we're talking about a regular head of iceberg lettuce, cost $1.48. Over in Deloge, where I want to move, it's $1.28. And I know 20 cents doesn't sound a lot, but when you count your pennies, 20 cents is a tomato sometimes. There's actually better farmers markets over there. Bonne Terre, which doesn't have that much more than Potosi, is above, and then Farmington, which is a seriously growing little town, is just like 5 minutes away. So Park Hills is right there too, so there's a lot that can be done, a lot of opportunities there. So that's one thing, that's a possibility. I was actually thinking about renting a storefront. Of course, I don't have anything to put in the store, but I was thinking about renting a storefront, and I talked to the person. They're like, yeah, you could live there, but not with your cats. And that's the thing, it's gotta take my cats. I made a commitment to my cats, and, they can't tell me they're going to divorce me. They can run out the door and leave me, but I guarantee they'll be back. Probably shouldn't have said that. That was kind of mean. I am feeling better today as far as everything else. I feel pretty hopeful. I don't have really high anxieties. My anxiety about going over and filling out paperwork is really high. I don't want to do this. I don't want to see the look on people's faces say, are people there? There's family working in that building. And they know how I live, but they also know that I'm not quite normal either. And when I say not quite normal, they've witnessed and been the blunt end of one of my PMS fits. And even though I have apologized to them many, many times, it still doesn't matter. What's said is said, and what's done is done, and you can't take it back. So, check out my morning hair. So, I'm up. I got my cuppa. I'm good. And I'm really starting to like making these movies. So, ciao. No worries.